Hello all and Happy New Year. Welcome back to Financial Freedom and Odyssey. My name is Mark, and for the first video of the year, I want to take a look back at 2024 and what my plan is for 2025. Let's dive right in. All right. So, looking at the major indices for year to date, the S&P 500 ended up 25.43%. The NASDAQ index was up 33%, Dow Jones up 13.5%, and our good old TSX up 17%. Personally, health-wise, had a bit of a rough year, nothing major, but a few incidents that put a little damper on the year, more annoying than anything. But yeah, I guess I am getting older, as my partner always reminds me, so gotta be thankful for my health that I have and my wealth thus far. Taking a look at my achievements in 2024 in no particular order. First one's going to be starting this blog. Seems like an obvious one since I'm looking at the blog and showing it to you. But this is something I thought about for a few years in different forms, video blogging versus written blogging. Not sure which one I like. There's pros and cons to each, but yeah, I did try the YouTube video content creation back in the end of 2023 and did it for a couple of months and stopped. But yeah, I want to continue on and see how far I can go with it. So, in that regard, I revived my abandoned YouTube channel and rebranded it to be Financial Freedom and Odyssey, which is the same as this blog. And yeah, just kind of do some short motivational videos and some knowledge nuggets type of things, and then longer form videos, which will essentially be the articles that I write here, just in video format. Let's look into financial achievement. So I achieved a savings rate just shy of 33%. And like I said here, so for simplicity, this is just deposits in my TFSA RSP, as well as my small work RSP to take advantage of the employer match, which all of you should be doing. And it excludes any cash that I may have, in our, whether it's in a joint account or checkings account or savings account or wherever. Just harder to track. I mostly just want to focus on my registered accounts. Number 4 was successfully negotiated our mortgage. So when we first bought our house back in 2021, we signed up for a 3-year fixed, locking in the ridiculously low rate. Hindsight's 2020 and all of that. Should have locked in a 5-year fixed, but oh well. So last year now, midway through the year, we had to renew, and we started in the high 6s and got it down to the low 6s, so that's definitely a big win. That was also in May, so right before the Bank of Canada started cutting rates in June, so that kind of hurt a little bit, but it is what it is. Pivoting back just to the YouTube content, I did a challenge of myself to see how many YouTube shorts I could post in a row. I got harder during the month of December, so I recorded a bunch in advance and that sort of thing, but I ended up doing it for 60 days straight, so from mid-October and ending mid-December. A lot of the content in these videos are from me. Some of it is, whether it's research or just kind of off the top of my head, and I used some AI to help me create those faster. And the last one I want to call out is we took some time for ourselves, and we spent a little bit of money, nothing crazy, but we ended up doing 3 trips. So we did our trip to Niagara, our New York trip, which I wrote an article for, just kind of breaking down all of our costs and that sort of thing. We did that back in September, and yeah, as a Canadian traveling to the US in 2024, it was pretty rough in terms of exchange rates, but still a great trip, and we did what we could. And to end off the year, we did a quick trip to Costa Rica. All right, so enough about 2024. Let's take a look at 2025. First goal, and I think this is, arguably the most important, is let's just maintain that savings rate, and in particular, my investing savings rate. So let's keep on trucking. Let's try to get those registered accounts as close to their max as possible. So I know typically you might think, hey, you hit 33% last year, why not try to increase it a bit? But it's a pretty tough market out there in terms of job wise, and I'm not sure if my income will really increase and that sort of thing. So since I already do a pretty good job of living frugally, unless we just cut out all trips and things like that, I think 33% is a pretty good target. I mean, it's a great target, let's be honest. Other things is I may want to put some money on against the mortgage. If you watch my portfolio revealed videos or stocks I bought series, one of my stocks, Bank, I purchased all entirely from a line of credit. So at some point, should probably start paying that back faster. And I, living in Ontario, I had some OSAP, so I still have a little bit of OSAP left. So might be nice just to close it off, even though numbers wise, it probably makes more sense to hold it. But peace of mind is a big thing. So, all right, second goal, also investment related. I think this is the year I want to open a spousal RSP. My wife's tax bracket is lower than mine, so it's best for her savings to go into the TFSA, in my opinion. I know there's a lot of views in here, but at the end of the day, it all comes down to math as well as what you project your future earnings will be, right? So if you're looking to keep pushing forward in your career, and you will likely have your higher income years in your future, that makes sense. If you're looking to more just kind of settle down, business as usual sort of thing, then that's a whole different story. And to facilitate this, I'm really hoping Wealthsimple will provide a self-directed RSP account. But yeah, currently they only offer a managed type, which is like their other robo-advisor type of products, and I want to be in control. All right, number 3, 50 blog posts. So I want to try to do a post a week, and I just chose 50 to allow for 2 misses, but hopefully I can get above 50. Number 4, 25 long form videos on YouTube, essentially 2 a month. Again, mostly my long form videos on YouTube are just reviewing my blog posts in case someone would like to see it in a video form or perhaps listen to it. 50 short videos. So I think maybe partway through the year, I might do another big run where I try 50 short videos in a row, right? So 1 a day for 50 days. Not sure if I'll use AI for these ones, or maybe I'll actually use my own voice and create them that way, but time will tell. One thing I want to do, and I've said this last year, but I think it's time to really negotiate insurance. So we have both home and car insurance. Yeah, I think it's time to shop around. We've been with the same provider for a while. It has done nothing but go up, 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 which I know is true across the board, but I want to see if we can take advantage of any deals out there. Number 7, since we only locked in our mortgage for 1 year fixed, or 1 year of pain as I like to call it, we're going to be up for another renewal this year. So we'll have to take a look. Who knows? Maybe variable will make sense. It'll all depend on what the numbers are in late winter, early spring. And number 8. So what I'd like to do this is 150 30-minute workouts. So this boils down to essentially 3 workouts a week, right? A week. So essentially, I don't have a gym membership. It's going to be low impact style. We do have a rower, so a lot of it will probably be done on the rower or body weight. Number 9, I want to improve on this block. So not entirely sure exactly what that means yet. It's kind of broad. Usually your goals are supposed to be targeted, but I have a few ideas here. So first one up, I want to fix the light mode, dark mode toggle. So the program I'm using is supposed to have this out of the box, but it's broken. So I'll have to investigate. Hopefully it's just some either a package update or I don't know, a small piece of JavaScript for me to have to write, but we will see. Secondly, beef up the About Me section. Should write a little bit more about myself for new readers if they're interested. One thing is improve the backlinking between the blog and YouTube. So this is something I've started to do, but essentially one video posts on YouTube, link it to the blog and vice versa. Just kind of, help support people's ability to choose which style they prefer. Fourth sub point is fine tune the ad placement and type. I just have kind of the basic Google AdSense set up. And finally, related to ads, is just learn a little bit more about SEO. So I've worked in the web dev workspace for 7 or 8 years now. But SEO has not really been something I've needed to worry about. So be something new and exciting to learn for me. And finally, I want to bring in quarterly check-in posts, and I will also turn these into video format. I'm not going to turn all my blog posts into video format. And yeah, there's just going to be little check-ins, how many workouts have I done so far? What's my savings rate looking like? What have I done to improve the blog? That sort of thing. So yeah, those are my 10 goals for 2025. Some of them are pretty straightforward. Some are kind of hand-wavy, but we will have to see where I end up. And that's all for this week. Again, Happy New Year, and hopefully you continue to join me here in 2025 for my weekly posts. Cheers.